Jackie, and for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to recreate Emma Watson as Belle in the new live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast. I love this movie. It is so amazing to see in theaters. Like, if you haven't seen it, definitely try to go, because on the big screen, like, every little detail is just amazing to see. And I've already recreated Belle's hairstyles from when she's Village Belle, so if you click the eye, you can check that out. But from popular requests, some of you guys wanted me to do the natural makeup look she had on, as well as the more formal Belle look. So if you like this tutorial, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. The makeup you can wear like every day, it's so nice. And then the half up, half down do, they actually have a bit of a new spin on it in the movie, so I tried to recreate that, and I really hope you enjoy it. Also, you can hit me up on Instagram, it's just Jackie Wyers, and you'll see what videos I'm filming. And anyways, let's get started with the makeup. Start with a bare face, and the first step I'm doing is spraying on this MOLY Pocket Bunny Moist Mist, and this just hydrates the skin. And now to prime the face, I'm using MAC's Strobe Cream all over the skin. I love how this looks, just gives a nice shine to the face. And then I popped on a Revlon Kiss in Sweet Cherry just to keep my lips hydrated, and that's what I have on my lips throughout the tutorial. And to fill in some of my uneven pores, I'm using this YSL Balm to the cheeks and the forehead. Now for my go-to foundation, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm in the shade called Cool Bone, and I use it really sparingly to the skin for this look. I like to use a dense brush and really thin the product out on the back of my hand and then apply it to the skin because it is really high coverage. And make sure to blend this foundation past the jawline. Now to subtly highlight, I'm using Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Concealer, and this is great if you just apply a tiny bit to the chin, under the nose, under the eyes, forehead. And something I like to do is, instead of drawing it all on and then blending away, I like to work with each section as I go, just so it's really easy to blend. And I use my finger to blend out. And then I'm just making sure to go over with a beauty blender, and this will make sure to take off any excess products I don't need. And for a natural look, I'm using a cream blush today. This one is called Natural from NYX, and apply to the upper portion of the cheek and up the cheekbones. I also stipple this on my chin and forehead just to bring that pop of color all over so it looks more natural. Next, for Emma's freckles, I'm using this method that I have used in several videos before. All I did is I took a bobby pin and spread it apart. Then with the rounded tip, I'm dipping it into Anastasia Cream Contour in the darkest shade, and then applying it to my nose along with my cheekbones and a tiny bit all over, just freckling around. And I'm blending away with my finger. Because the products are still creamy and we haven't set them in place yet, this really blends into the skin and gives a natural freckly look. Now to set the makeup, I am using Revlon Colorstay powder. This one has a bit more of a yellow tint to it, so it warms up the complexion like Emma, or Belle I should say. And I'm making sure not to over powder, so I'm leaving some areas on my cheekbones and forehead a little bit more dewy. We don't want to lose the skin-like texture, but we do want to appear matte and make sure that the freckles don't go anywhere. To bring in more of a glow, you can add Too Faced Candlelight Glow, and this is a perfect product for this tutorial because Candlelight, Lumiere, and it looks great on the skin. To warm up the skin tone even more, I'm using Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. This is matte, and I'm applying it under the cheekbones, along my hairline, under the jaw, down the neck, but just really lightly. I want to look natural with just a bit of dimension to the face. And as always, I love to apply a matte contour shade to the tip of my nose to define it, and I also bring it up slightly up the nose bridge. And if you want a more sculpted look, you can also apply under the cheekbones, but again, keep it more on the natural side for this princess look. For my nose highlight, I'm using Soft and Gentle by MAC. This is a bit more makeup than Emma's wearing. For her, it's like a dewy glow, but I just wanted to enhance it a bit because this is how I prefer my nose to look. But you can always skip the skin steps and just apply a bit of powder, a bit of blush, and then move on to brows. Comb the brows upwards, and I'm using Revlon Colorstay Brow Pencil. Fill in the head of the brow and then feather in with just soft strokes going upwards, and keep them full and have the arch more straight. And that's how you have Emma-inspired brows. It didn't take too long. I like to, again, brush upwards to blend in the product. And now for the very simple eye look. For a super easy option, just go in with a medium matte brown to the crease and onto the lid like I did in my Village Belle recreation, or you can go in with honey butter. I'm using this new Too Faced Natural Love palette, which is amazing, and I'm applying this into the crease, and then I'm going to build it up by deepening with the shade Nudie as well from the palette. Next, I took this coppery shade called Hot and Bothered, and I've applied more directly into the crease and down onto the lid. I just want a warm glow to the crease of the eye. On the brow bone, use a matte highlight like Heaven from Too Faced, and also blend onto the lid. We want to blend these shadows together so they're not too harsh. Now that we have this warm glow to the eye, apply a deeper shade like Chocolate Martini or any deep brown shade and apply it into the lash line from about halfway outwards. This will help define your lashes and make them look fuller. Also take this underneath the bottom lashes and just blend out slightly. In the inner corner, go in with Satin Sheets or Fairy Tale for a pop of shimmer, anything that has a pretty iridescent look to it. Now for mascara, I'm using this one by YSL, and I've removed most of the mascara from the wand, and now I'm going to lightly coat my lashes and then brush through them with a clean spoolie brush so that I have very little product and I've just deepened up my lashes in a very natural way. In this screenshot of Emma from the movie, it looked like she had a very natural purpley pinky lip stain, so I used the L'Oreal Color Riche in 287 Sparkling Amethyst, and just dab this along the lips and blend out with your finger for a very natural pop of color. I also went in one more time with MAC blush. This is Love Thing. It's mineralized and so pretty, and you can totally skip this. I just wanted a bit of a deeper shade to my cheeks. My face is really round, so I like to add a bit more of a contour, and I went with a little bit more of a glam look than the movie. I wanted it to be like an everyday natural glam look that I would love to wear that would suit like more of a formal hairstyle and a gown, but you can totally tone it down in color and you'll have more of a barely there makeup look. And as you can see, I'm wearing this yellow dress inspired by Belle's ball gown. It's shorter so it doesn't go all the way to the floor, and it's from Hot Topic as well as the necklace replica. And for hair, I'm parting in the center and brushing out so I don't have any knots. Section off about 2 inches backwards and pin these front sections to work with later. Brush the back portion of your hair to cover the crown and apply Living Proof Dry Volume Blast just for some texture, and then twist and pin. I like to get a rounded shape by not teasing because I hate teasing, but you can totally go in and back comb. But when you lightly twist and then add 2 bobby pins in an X, you can get a similar shape. Hairspray in place, and next you need a mini bun maker. You can find this at Forever 21, H&M, Claire's, the drugstore, and just pin it to the back of your head, covering up those initial bobby pins. Add more of Living Proof Dry Volume Blast to the roots of the front pieces, and then curl the hair going backwards to help it naturally twist to the back of your head. Create a very loose twist just so the hair looks like it is flipped over itself, and then pin at the base of the bun. Make sure to take out some little wispy hairs to frame your face near the ears, and then repeat on the other side, so just add some texture, curl, and then lightly twist to the back section. Now to create the bun, I'm first taking those pieces of hair that we just pinned backwards and I'm wrapping them around the bun, and there's really no perfect way to do this. You just want to make sure that you have the bun maker covered and you have some pretty texture by sculpting the hair around the bun maker, adding bobby pins, and this finishing touch I think is a really cool twist on the original style, but just take a piece that's hanging downwards and create a fishtail braid. If you don't know how to do a fishtail braid, I will have a simple tutorial listed down below, but basically you divide the hair into 2 large sections, and then you take a piece from the outer side of the first section across into the other section, and you're going to continue this weaving motion back and forth to create a fishtail. And you want to do this fairly tightly, and once you're about halfway down, start to loosen it up and tie off with an elastic. Add the fishtail braid going upwards over the bun, and I like to put this on a side angle like the movie, and then pin the ends back around the bun. Before finishing off the bun, I'm going to add some large curls with this Numi Titan 3 set. This one is the largest barrel it comes with, and I'm curling away from my face, and we don't want the curls to be too perfect. That doesn't quite suit Belle in the movie. She's very active, so I'm just teasing them out and having some worn in waves. So that the bun stands out and looks more polished, I'm applying these gold leaf clips that I made. So I went to Claire's and I found this leaf headband, and I pulled these metal leaves off of the headband and then bent them into a slightly rounded shape. It was a little bit hard to do, and then I applied Velcro and some clips. So I DIY'd this, but you can always use a ribbon and tie it around like the classic hairstyle, and I really love the gold leaf detailing in the movie. It was beautiful. As for other little details, I decided to finish off the look with the scent Tender Romance by Ralph Lauren. It is so nice. I love this one. And then for nails, I have on a shade from the new bridal collection from Estee, and then over top, I'm wearing a sequin sash, also from Estee. This is a perfect nude with a bit of sparkle. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Belle look, and if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my tutorials. And also, because you guys really liked my makeup look in the Village Belle tutorial I did, I thought I would go over some of those steps so you know how to get that look as well. So all I did was I took the Mineralized blush and I applied it a little heavier on my cheeks and in a little rounded motion on my nose for a fun pop of color. I thought it looked really cute. And then the lip shade I used was first the Maybelline Purely Nude Lip Liner, and I actually overlined at my upper lip. Love to do that. And then I also applied the Revlon Ultra HD Lip Color in Forever, and I think this gives a really cute Belle look too. So let me know in the comments which makeup look is your favorite. Also, if you want to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all of my links are down below. I love talking to you guys on there, and I'll see you in my next video.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, and now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.